These boxes will break the $5,000 bank. Is this one of them? Or is this the one? Or this one? We'll find out in a moment in this game of hide and seek as these 9 celebrities: Dick Gautier, Alice Ghostley, Kathy Rigby, Robert Hedges, Jack Carter, Joan Collins, Liz Torres, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, and Avery Shriver all join us in playing Break the Bank. Now meet our host, Tom Kennedy.
Hello there. Thank you. Hiya, gang. Oh, here we go. What a beautiful audience we have with us today. So happy to see you. Much bigger audience than yesterday. And now let's meet our 2 players. Ernie Anderson, would you do the honors, please?
Yes, sir. Our current champion who broke the bank for $6,000, Dorothea Gus. And her opponent, formerly in the Air Force, now a writer, Frank Stewart.
Welcome back to you, Dorothea, and welcome to you, Frank Stewart, formerly in the Air Force, now a writer.
Right.
Okay, Frank, good to have you with us. Here is a quick explanation, folk, of break the bank. Oh, yes, indeed. Easy for me to say. Here's what a typical board might look like and sound like. All the same denominations of money are grouped together, and they touch each other along one of the sides. The 5 money bags are scattered all over. And the wild box, that can be anywhere, can be used for any value. Get 3 of the same and you win. Get 3 money bags and you break the bank, which we're starting today at $5,000. We'll play that game right after these words. Don't you go away now. Of course, you remember how we play. If a player misses a question, the opponent gets the box unless that box leads to a win. If a box leads to a win, a player must earn it by answering a question. With every new game, we raise the bank by $250, and we're starting today's game with our new champion, or our new challenger, I should say, Frank Stewart. Would you pick a box, Frank, and away we go.
Let's try number 8.
Number 8 for Jack Carter and Robert Hedges, and it's a $300 box. Hey, Jack, according to studies, if your child squints, blinks, frowns, and scowls a lot, it usually means he needs something. Needs what?
A change of diaper would help. Glasses.
Robert Hedges.
I would say, not being a father myself, but probably be more vitamin E.
Frank Stewart.
Glasses.
Glasses is correct. You have a $300 box, and away we go, Frank.
Wow, let's try number 7.
Number 7 for Kathy Rigby and Robert Hedges, and number 7 is another $300 box. And Kathy, here is your question. According to studies, the average family uses 2.5 tons of something a year. 2.5 tons of what, Kathy?
Well, I know we use a little more, but that's food.
All right, Robert Hedges.
Coal.
Frank.
Food.
Food is it. Yes, sir, you have 2 $300 boxes.
These decisions. Number 6.
Number 6, and he's looking for the third $300 box. It's for Dick Gautier and Robert Hedges. And if it is the $300 box, you can win the game in $900. Could we see box number 6, please? It's a money bag. The bank's at $5,000, Frank.
No, I'm going to turn it back.
All right, that's your option, sir.
And I'll go for number 2.
Number 2, looking for the $300 box. It's for Kathy Rigby and Alice Ghostley. Could we see box number 2? And it's a blank. Over to you, Dorothea.
I'd like to try number 3, please.
Number 3 for Jack Carter and Alice Ghostley. What did she find in box number 3? And she found the $300 box. This could be for a block. All right, Jack, the largest of our Great Lakes is Lake Superior. How many states border on it?
On Lake Superior?
Yep.
1.
Alice Ghostley?
3.
Dorothea?
I'd say 3.
3 is right. Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. You blocked Frank in that category.
I'd like to try number 1, please.
Number 1 for Dick Gautier and Alice Ghostley. Can we see box number 1? And there's a money bag, Dorothea. Your bank's at $5,000.
I think I'm going to keep it.
All right, you now have 1 money bag. Get 2 more of those and you break the bank. Frank Stewart, back to you now.
Let's try number 13.
Number 13 for Jack Carter and Joan Collins. And could we see, it's a $200 box. All right, Jack, in the movie thriller Madam X, what crime was Lana Turner accused of?
Lana Turner was accused of stuffing her bra with hamburger helper. She ran out of silly putty. Kidnapping. Accused of kidnapping. Taking a person, a child.
Joan?
That was a Ross Hunter film, I think, and I think she was accused of murder.
Frank?
Murder.
Murder is it, yeah. $200 box is it.
Number 14.
And of course, everyone knows the wild card is still at large, and if he finds that, he could win the game. And this is for Liz and Joan, but it's a $200 box. And Liz, here is your question. Who spoke these famous words? Mr. Watson, come here, I want you.
Oh, Mae West. Actually, it was Alexander Graham Bell when he spilled acid on himself.
Uh-huh. Joan Collins.
No, it was Sherlock Holmes calling his assistant.
Frank.
Oh, my goodness. Alexander Graham Bell.
That's right, when he spilled acid on himself. You have two 200s, two 300s, and the wild card, the wild box is still at large.
Number 15.
Number 15, if it's a $200 box or the wild card, he could win the game. It's for Avery and for Joan. Can we see box number 15? And he found a blank. Dorothea's back in the game.
I think I'd like to try number 9, please, for the block.
All right, number 9, she wants the block, and that's in the $200 category, but she found a blank. Frank?
Let's try number 10, see if it's the wild card.
All right, let's see if it is. It's for Avery Schreiber and Robert Hedges, and can we see box number 10? And it is the wild card, but you must earn it.
My God!
If he comes up with the right answer, he can win the game of $900. Avery.
What?
If you were Vice President of the United States, how much would your annual salary be? Vice President of the United States.
To the penny?
Well, dollars.
It would be $65,625.
Robert Hedges?
$155,000.
Frank, this is for the game and $900 and a special prize. What is your answer, Frank?
$155,000.
No, sir. $65,625 is the answer, and that automatically goes over to Dorothea. Dorothea now has, by that inheritance, two $300 boxes, of course she's blocked there, and two money bags.
I'd like to go for number 6, please.
Number 6 for Dorothea, for Dick and Robert this time. Number 6 it is. Just a second, hold on. Did you say 6 or 16?
I said 6.
6, all right. Box number 6 for Dick Gaudier and Robert Hedges. And could we see box number 6? And it is a, hey! It's a money bag! Oh, Dorothea! Quickly the game can turn around. She inherited the wild box, and then she hits the third money bag, and she broke the bank at $5,000. And we had to say goodbye to Frank Stewart, who came very, very close there. But we have some very nice gifts for you backstage, Frank, and hope you enjoyed playing the game.
Sure did.
All right. Well, young lady. Dorothea and her husband are both working, trying to save enough money to buy a home, and she now has $11,000 she has won on this show. You buy the whole neighborhood, right? All right, we'll put another $5,000 in that bank and start a new game after these words. Are you smiling, Dorothea? Yes, I just wanted to check. Because Dorothea Gus is our champ. She has $11,000. Let's see an $11,000 smile. Oh, that's good enough. All right, let's meet your new challenger. Ernie, would you introduce her, please?
Certainly, sir. He's in publishing, and his hobby is photography. Gary McClintock.
Sorry, Gary, I meant to say him. Welcome aboard. All right, Gary, and you're a single man, huh, Gary?
Right.
You know how to play our game?
Why, sure.
Let's start it off then.
Great.
Pick a box.
Number 8, please.
Number 8 for Jack Carter and Robert Hedges, and it's a $100 box. And Jack, here is your question. He was the foe of Ming the Merciless, the companion of Dr. Zarko, and the sweetheart of Dale Arden. Who was he?
It was not the uncle, it was not the tante, it was Henry Kissinger. It was not Henry Kissinger.
It was Captain Midnight.
All right, Robert?
Flash Gordon.
Gary?
Captain Midnight.
No, Flash Gordon. That box automatically goes over to Dorothea Gus. And she picks the next box.
I'd like to try number 7, please.
Number 7 for Kathy Rigby and Robert Hedges, and it's a blank. Back now to Gary.
Number 6.
Number 6 for Dick Godier and Robert Hedges. It's a $200 box. And Dick, here is your question. You are involved in the Battle of the Bulge. Exactly where are you?
I'm in Orson Welles' Rumpus Room. No, I'm not. I didn't mean. No, what I really am is I'm in Belgium. Belgium.
Robert?
I would say it's in France.
In France.
That's what you
No,
said.
sir, Belgium. And another $200 box, or that one goes over to Dorothea. She now has a 200 and a 100.
I'd like to try number 12, please.
Number 12 for Kathy Rigby and Joan Collins. Could we see box number 12? It's a $200 box. And Kathy, here is your question. Something a woman has moves 8 to 10 times a minute more than a man's. What is it?
Oh, that's easy. It's her mouth.
All right.
That is easy.
Joan?
Well, women are very emotional, more emotional than men, so I would say it was her heart.
I'd
Dorothea.
say it's her heart.
It is her heart. You now have two $200 boxes. Dorothea?
I'd like to try number 11, please.
Of course. She knows they touch on at least one side, and this can win the game for her. And $600. It's for Dick Godier and Joan Collins. Dick, which bridge has the longest suspension span in the world?
I believe that's the something like Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
Joan Collins.
I think it's the Tacoma, Washington Bridge.
Dorothea for the game and $600 and a special prize. What is your answer?
I'd like to say did he say the Veracano?
No, he said Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
I'd like to take that one.
You would like to say that? You are right. You won the game. $600. That, of course, connects Brooklyn to Staten Island, and it's very easy to say it's the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. And Dorothea Gus wins another game. We have to say goodbye to Gary McClintock, and we have some very nice prizes for you backstage. And it was a pleasure meeting you, sir.
It was nice being here.
Thank you. Dorothea adds another $600 and another prize. Ernie Anderson, what do we have for Dorothea?
For exercise and fun in the sun, it's a year's membership to a riding and tennis club. Malibu Riding and Tennis Club. 280 acres overlooking the Pacific Ocean with fun-filled activities featuring tennis, horseback riding, hiking trails, camping areas, and private beach access. Malibu Riding and Tennis Club.
You're cooking, Dorothea. I tell you, with the cash and prizes added together, you're at $12,390. All right. Another $250 goes into the bank, and we'll play for $5,250 in our next game after this. Dorothea Gus, our current champ, with cash and prizes totaling $12,390 on my right. And on my left, here is a new challenger. Ernie Anderson, would you introduce him, please?
Tommy's a freight manager whose interests are baseball and football. Bob Swick.
Have you with us, Robert.
Thank you. Good to be here.
And you're a single man.
Right.
So baseball and football are not your only interests.
Right.
Right. All right, let's start a new game.
Oh, shame.
Pick a box.
Pity.
I'd like number 2, please.
Number 2 for Kathy Rigby and Alice Ghostley. Could we see box number 2? It's a $300 box. Kathy, approximately how many years ago did Moses lead the children of Israel through the desert?
Approximately 3,500 years ago.
Alice Ghostley.
2,000 years ago.
Bob Swick.
I'll go with 300. 3,000.
Yeah, 3,500 is correct. Yes, sir. You have a $300 box. Yes, Bob.
I'll go with number 3, please.
Number 3 for Jack Carter and Alice Ghostley. And it's a blank. Dorothea.
I'd like to try number 7, please.
And that's for Kathy Rigby and Robert Hedges. Could we see box number 7? It's a $300 box. And Kathy, here is your question. Who wrote the French Revolutionary story, The Tale of Two Cities?
That was Charles Dickens.
Robert Hedges?
It was Victor Hugo.
Dorothea?
I think it was Charles Dickens.
You think right. You have a $300 box.
Now I'd like to try number 4, please.
Number 4 for Liz Torres and Alice Ghostley. And box number 4 is a $100 box. And Liz, here is your question. In what hobby would you use a red light, a fix, and a squeegee?
That's the Avon lady going. Actually, it's copper engraving.
Copper engraving. All right, Alice Ghostley.
Copper engraving. No. Photography.
What do you think, Dorothea?
I'm going to take a guess and say photography.
That's right. Photography is it. Continue, Dorothea.
I'd like to try number 5, please.
Number 5 for Avery Schreiber and Alice Ghostley. And it's another $100 box. And Avery, if your wife had twins, you would have a pair of twins. If she had triplets, you would have a trio of triplets. Now, what would you have if she had quintuplets?
A cardiac arrest. And a big woman for a while. Quintuplets.
Yeah.
You'd have a set of quintuplets.
Alice?
Like a bunch of bananas.
You'd have a yoke.
Dorothea?
I think you'd have a set.
That's right. You would have a set of quintuplets.
A matching set. Oh, well, you'd have a hernia.
Now you have a pair of $100 boxes.
Okay, I'm going to try number 10 for the win, please.
Yes, if this is the third $100 box, you can win the game, $300 and a special prize. Can we see box number 10? It is for Avery Schreiber and Robert Hedges. Avery.
Okay, Bobby.
Avery, approximately what is the world's population?
Approximately 2.5 billion people.
Robert Hedges.
4 billion people.
For the game, for $300, and for another prize, Dorothea. What is your answer?
I'm going to try 4 billion.
You've won the game. Yes, ma'am. You've been another victim of Dorothea Gus. Yeah, we enjoyed having you on the show. We had some nice gifts for you backstage, and it was very nice meeting you, Bob Swick. Best of luck to you. Thank you. Thank you. Dorothea does it again. $300 in special. What, Jack?
Why don't we play Break the Dorothea?
Yeah, right. Ernie, what is the prize we have for Dorothea?
Get your own convoy going with this Citizens Band radio. Shakespeare powers the Citizens Band with a complete product line. GBS 2500 transceiver, Defender test console, and Thunder Twins, a co-phased antenna system. Furnished by Shakespeare.
Malibu Riding Club, the Tennis Club, the Citizens Band radio, $11,900 in cash for a total of $13,040, and she's still going. When she came on this show, she was looking for enough money to buy a home. Now she's got a country club. We'll be right back, folks. Don't you go away. Dorothea Gus is on a streak here. Hubby's not with her. He's at work. And wait till he finds out. She's racked up so far $13,040 in cash and prizes. And we'll introduce your new challenger when we reconvene. Before we leave today, what's new in your life, Dick Gautier?
Oh, thank you, Tom, for asking. I just did a picture called Billy Jack Goes to Washington with Tom Laughlin without his shoes and Dorothy. Lucy Arnaz is in it, and E.G. Marshall. Wonderful cast. It'll be an interesting movie. It'll be out around December.
And we will look for it, sir. And I want to thank you all for another great day. Lawrence and Joan and Robert and Alice and Dick and Kathy and Jack and Liz and Avery. Bye, gang. See you tomorrow with a bank at $5,500. So long.
Our departing contestants will receive Sundial by Armstrong, the colorful No-Wax floor. You can install yourself. Striking patterns, beautiful colors, Sundial, a No-Wax floor by Armstrong. And however you like chocolate, there's a Chunky for you. 4 delicious different family-size bars. Famous Original Chunky or new Peanut Chunky. Plus, Pecan Chunky and Solid Milk Chocolate Chunky. Extra thick for extra flavor. Breaks into 24 thick bite-sized pieces. Chunky, thickier coffee chocolate.